Hi friends, welcome to this Simplifying Indian Polity or SIP series. This is presented by me, Rangarajan, IAS of the 2005 batch, All India 46th rank and presently Associate Director at Officers IAS Academy. I do take classes on polity at the Officers IAS Academy, and the purpose of this series is to help the candidates understand the Indian polity in simple terms. So just as a regular investment and systematic investment plan will provide assured returns in the market, this SIP will provide assured returns in your UPSC exams, I am sure. So with that, let me go forward and discuss the structure of this series. Before that, let's try and understand what do we mean by the term polity. Polity refers to the system of government and constitution in a country. And so it is obvious that the study of Indian polity for the UPSC exams revolves around constitution and certain legislations which govern the political system in our country. So that leaves us with what we need to understand for polity from the examination perspective. The first and foremost is, of course, the Constitution of India, which is the primary statute of the country, the overarching statute of the country, the primary law book of the country from which all other legislations and other powers of the government flows from. There is, of course, the Representation of People's Act of 1950 and 1951, which act as a supplement to the constitution when it comes to the political system in the country. And there are, of course, important provisions in rules of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, which acts as an addendum to the constitutional provisions when it comes to the actual working of the political system. So the polity and political system in this country revolves around the Constitution, the Representation of People's Act, the important provisions in rules of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha as far as the UPSC exams is concerned. You do have, of course, public policy and rights issues also as part of the UPSC syllabus for the preliminary examination, but we will do that in a separate series subsequently. In this series of the SIP, we will concentrate on the Constitution and the Representation of People's Act, which is important from an examination point of view. So this series will not be about discussing in detail the provisions of the Constitution, which you would anyways be doing as part of your respective courses or as part of your respective classes, and any candidate who is already part of the Officers IAS Academy or who is willing to join the Officers IAS Academy will anyways be going through the detailed classes in which the provisions of the Constitution will be discussed threadbare by me. So this is going to help you understand the concepts behind the Constitution, behind the Representation of People's Act. It's a conceptual understanding of the Constitution and Representation of People's Act, and this will help you in understanding the provisions even better, because the provisions flow from the concepts which are enshrined in the Constitution. So we will make an attempt to understand the conceptual background of the preamble to our Constitution, the conceptual background to the executive provisions in the Constitution, to the legislature provisions in the Constitution, the judiciary provisions in the Constitution, and the fundamental rights and directive principles in the Constitution. So that will be the structure of this lecture series. I will see you soon with the next video as part of this series, which will talk about the preamble and the underlying principle behind our Constitution. Watch this space, and thanks for listening to this video. I will see you soon with the next set of videos. Thank you.